Let's get into what the specific questions are and how that works.
Well, the first question is what I'm thinking and believing. It's let's say um, he doesn't understand me. Let's just use a concept like that. The first question is it true that he doesn't understand me? And so I anchor in that place. It doesn't matter if it was 30 years ago or the one I like to use is I'm standing in the kitchen like 30 something years ago with Paul, and he is lying to me. I caught him doing something, and he's lying about it. I saw it with my own eyes, and he's lying to me. And so we're standing in the kitchen. So that is I'm going to anchor in the kitchen with Paul as he's lying to me. That's the situation. Okay, so he's lying to me. The first question is it true? So now I'm going to meditate in that. It doesn't matter how many years ago it was, or if it was 10 minutes ago, it doesn't matter. He lied to me. Is it true? So in this case, I'm in the kitchen with Paul all those years ago. So is it true? The answer is either yes or no. So I'm looking for not the world's answer, but authentically my own. So he lied to me. Is it true? Yes, he lied to me. Can I really know that it's true? He lied to me. Now I'm going to double check that. I'm going to look at the two of us in the kitchen again, hear his words as closely as I can, see his physical, his attitude, everything in my mind's eye, and notice how I react when I believe the thought. He lied to me. And as I meditate in that, I can see how he reacted. I can see how I reacted. And what I see is my attitude. I can see it so clearly in my mind's eye. I was pointing the finger at him. I was waving my arms. I was pleading with him. I was begging him. He was smoking, and he'd had 4 massive heart attacks. And the doctor said, if you don't quit smoking, this next one's going to kill you. I had all that running in my head. And he's saying he didn't smoke when he even smells like it. So he's lying to me. Is it true? Yes. Can I absolutely know that it's true? Well, I'm going to get really still in that because I want to know. Yes, it's true. And how do I react when I believe the thought? I attacked him. And so I'm going to sit in that. I'm going to watch the attack. I'm going to really get in touch with my attitude, get in touch with my emotions, get in touch with my words, my attack onto this human being. And that can be tough. And I'm not going to move away from it. I'm going to be there now and sit in it. And then I began to see images in my head of him lying to me before, and the past. And he's going to continue to lie to me. And I see him lying to me about it again and again. And I see him smoking again and again. And he's just never going to stop. He's going to die. Now I'm at the funeral, the future. So how do I react when I believe the thought? I see all those images, the ego and the not now past, the not now future. And I look at those images and he's suffering and I'm suffering. And I begin to notice that is not I. They're like hundreds of the me's and the hims in the past and in the future. So now I'm beginning to recognize who, the question, who am I? What am I? The ego is offering up what I'm not in this moment now. So I see the illusion and I see how I react when I believe the thought. That's how I believe it. The ego is what we're reacting out of. And then the fourth question, there are only four. It's who or what am I without the thought he's lying to me? And so I look at him again. I look at me. And I see two really confused human beings at war. And when I look at it, it looks like a civilization so old that I can't even remember when it existed, where people literally did war with each other. Even though they loved each other, they did war. And the example that sets for everyone else. War, war, war. So who would I be without my story, without the thought he lied to me? And then I get really still in that as I meditate in that situation. And I see a terrified man. And compassion takes the place of anger. And I see I have a lot of amends to make. I have faults to admit, amends to make. And it shows me how to live the rest of my life, how not to live the rest of my life. And then I see him so frightened. So I sit in that for a while. And then I move to opposites. So he lied to me, turned around, he told me the truth, and I meditate in that. It doesn't mean he did or didn't. It's not about that. It's about sitting in the opposites and see what they have to show me. So he told me the truth. He told me what he wanted to be true. And he wasn't smoking in the moment. And, I'm just meditating in there. And is it possible I was wrong? Was it really cigarette smoke I smell? Was that really a cigarette that he was throwing out the car window? Was I wrong? So I'm looking at, he told me the truth. So I stay in what I wrote on the sheet. He lied to me. I keep the same words. And is there another opposite? I lied to him. So now I'm going to meditate in that situation. Where did I lie to him? And I get really still. And I can't come out of denial if I don't know what denial I'm in. So this just blows denial to smithereens for people whose minds are really, truly open to the cause of suffering and how to end it. So I lied to him. So now, I look at anything I said in that situation that wasn't true. And I noticed that anything hurtful I said, wasn't true for me when I look at me. But they just roll out of my mouth. So I lied to him. And then I look back at past lies. Where else have I lied to him? Because I just don't want to carry it around until I see it. I have to own it. It's in me. So this is like house cleaning. Waking up to reality as opposed to what we believe reality to be in our own lives. So I'm not changing anyone's world. I'm changing my own. I'm shifting identities. And every second I'm sitting in this 4 questions turnaround experience. So I lied to him. And then in the past, where have I lied to him? So this is how I've spent my life. Only I can see it because every time I work with another human being, I'm doing my own work. Like this morning, it was just so lovely to sit with this beautiful man and several hundred people or a couple of thousand or so. just sitting with this man and watching his authenticity, his willingness in front of so many people just to get what he came to this world for. So he lied to me. I lied to him. He told me the truth. And then that would complete the turnarounds that I can see, meaning the opposites of he lied to me. And that's it. It's 4 questions and turnarounds. And it's a meditative state of mind. And, as I understand it, for centuries, meditators have they've cleared their minds so that they can sit mindlessly, so something meets that beyond their understanding, enlightenment. Just to be in touch with the infinite. But the mind interrupts. The ego does not sleep. It has to be physical or it can't exist. So it's I am. I am a woman. I am a daughter. I am a mother. I'm a niece. I'm a on and on and on. This I am. I am going to town today. I'm going to I. And you. I think. So it just doesn't sleep. So in this meditative state, in stillness, what if any clutter that would cost us that stillness, we moved from our head to paper? We moved it into the world that way and question it. And then when we sit in silence, we're awake. And that space is unlimited. And that grace is unlimited. That gift, the gift of the already given. There's no one that holds more wisdom than another. We've all got that equally. But the ego is, I see it as a terrified child fighting for its existence. And so I've come to love the ego. And it's finally, it seems, found a home where it can just rest. It's safe. I'm not trying to attack it or blame it or shame it. Meaning mind is pure ego until we understand our true nature. Beyond mind, ego not being authentic at all. Mind is not body. It can never be.